So hi to the new member on the Discord, who has a name.
Oh, we
That's a
got a new member
choice.
on it.
That's a name right there.
Oh wow. Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah.
Lobo raises an interesting point. I didn't realize symbols were at the bottom of the alphabet in Discord. It's interesting. Normally it's before A.
That's right, Zero. You waved to cuntish.
Yeah, I gotta be welcoming.
Yeah. You, you, you don't want to be well, you know.
Of course
Yeah,
not.
I I don't want to change my name.
Hmm. Uh happy December, everybody.
I can't believe we made it to December. It doesn't feel real.
As in, like you thought you were going to die? What?
This has been a long couple of years.
Yeah. It still
Yeah.
feels like that weird moment where you just sort of had that sinking feeling like, oh, this is going to be bad. Like 22 months ago, that still feels like it was last week. Doing bad things to my head and how time and relative dimensions in space happen to work. Why did I go with the Doctor Who reference? What the fuck's wrong with me? Hi, everybody. This is a podcast. What's up?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Um. So, how did everyone enjoy last week's podcast? And by last week's podcast, I mean the one for the week before that I didn't release until fucking today that we're recording this. Um.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Is it the NFT one? Because I did
Yeah.
actually want to listen to that since I wasn't on it.
Yeah. It was nifty.
Nifty.
Hmm.
Uh, Slowly things are winding down. I'm done with classes for the year. Until next year, which is nice.
Well,
Hmm.
sweet.
Still have to work though, which
Well,
is not nice.
yeah.
Not for long. Like, it's gonna be Christmas break, right? That's a thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be Christmas break soon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like of the days that I have left, a few of them are gonna be just teaching PE, so pretty easy.
Yeah. Shout out the kids to run faster and stuff.
Just keep an eye on them,
Hmm.
make sure they're having a good time, that they're not killing each other. That's it. That's PE for you.
Hmm.
Um, I went to the Trans Siberian Orchestra last Friday. They came into town for their Christmas show. You guys know the Trans Siberian Orchestra?
I assume
I
it's an
don't
orchestra from
actually.
people in Russia.
It's an orchestra, but it's also got a lot of guitars and like electric guitars and stuff. They put on they got electric violinists as well. Like it's really amazing, the kind of the spectacle that they put on, and just the talent of the singers that they had there. Very bright, very colorful. Um, I had a blast, but to get there was pain because I it was happening in Sacramento. Um, for those who are not aware, Sacramento is, you know, the capital of California.
It is?
Yes.
I knew that. Go on.
Um, this means that on a Friday night, there's a lot of people moving through the very thin streets of Sacramento. A lot of those streets are one way. Some of those streets may be closed down because the day after our show, they're doing a marathon.
That sucks.
And so they preemptively closed down those streets. So cue us being extremely upset at everybody trying to shove ahead in line and cut in front of us and not being able to go and sitting at a green light, unable to move for like 10 minutes.
That's the worst feeling.
And during all of this, I had to pee really badly.
That's fine. Just stick your dick out a window and start peeing. No one cares.
And then we finally make it, and I'm like, oh, I gotta run. The place that we parked is like 5 blocks away from the show, so I'm just walking swiftly, trying to not lose my parents. And then we make it there, and it's like, okay, well, you need to have your vaccine card, you need to have your ID, and then we need to put you through a metal detector. And I'm just like, come on. But I successfully managed to not pee myself, so I call that a success.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, you got to take those little victories.
Yeah.
Dry victories.
A dry victory. I took like pictures and video of the event to kind of give you an idea of. Let me see if I can find a good picture. Like they had a lot of. We had pretty good seats too. And there would be parts where they would go up on platforms and play the guitar or go over the stage. Like, genuinely, like, a fantastic show. It's been, like, 2 years since they could come to Sacramento again, because we went there in the past.
About 2 years, huh?
Yeah, I know. Because of COVID. But it was great. I got a souvenir cup. All's well that ends well. And the new FF14 expansion has come out. And
I hear that's debatable depending on wait times.
Yes, so when I logged in on Friday, after I think it was either Friday or Saturday. When I first tried to log in for the patch, the wait queue was 4,500 people.
Okay.
It went as high as 5,000 at one point. 5,600, I think. Is. Now, you may think, okay, so just leave it on and wait. But, my friends, there's an issue. The game frequently suffered during these queues numerous errors from connections with the server from too many people trying to connect. And if you got an error and were booted from the queue, your game would also kind of just close down.
Oh.
And you'd reopen the game, and it would not save your spot.
Oh.
If you were quick enough, it would, but most of the time, no. So you would lose your spot in queue. And you would have to go through it all over again. Like Sunday night, I could not play the game until like nearly midnight. Just because there were too many people. And they've issued apologies and being like, okay, we're going to compensate you, give you guys because it is a subscription-based game. We'll give you guys a free week, as an apology.
I
And
mean,
this
cool, I
is
guess, but does that mean I get to play tomorrow? Or am I going to have to wait a whole last week to be able to consistently play?
right. And I have a friend who has already beat the game.
Wow.
It's been out for 3 days. And this is a meaty game. Yeah. Um, it's insane. And to compound this issue, they recently changed something. So every 30, if you are inactive for 30 minutes, you will be logged out forcibly.
Oh, great.
This is to help with queue times, which I appreciate, but it also means I can't leave my computer for more than 30 minutes. Otherwise, I'm going to be stuck in a queue of several thousand.
I mean, yeah, it sounds kind of fair to me. It's just like, if you're not there playing the game, then you're just taking up a spot for nothing. Which, I mean, I sympathize, but at the same time, like, yeah, there are several thousand people waiting to play, so if you're not playing, then yeah.
I definitely get the kind of shit or get off the pot mentality, but there
I just
shouldn't
wish it
be
was. I just wish it was
unlimited slots.
slightly more than 30 minutes. Is all I ask.
Okay.
Just a
Would
little
you
bit
like it to
more.
be 33 then?
Yes. No. I have played a significant amount of the game though, despite these issues, and it's good. The new expansion has consistently good writing. It has the solo instance duties, like single player sections, where they kind of change the gameplay or do something completely new and original, which is really nice. For example, they do one section where you play as a different character in the story, and they are doing a stealth mission. So you have skills for sneaking, and then silent assassinations, and distraction bombs and things like that. Very very fun stuff. And they don't apparently they only get better from where I'm at in the story, which I am on the moon currently.
I see.
So I don't know where else I'm going to go in this game, but apparently there's places you can go to after the moon, and I'm concerned.
The sun?
I don't know. Um,
Dark side of the moon. There's a bunch harder levels there and stuff. Like Mario Odyssey. It's a timely reference in 2021.
I don't want to talk any. I'm doing my best to avoid talking about spoilers in the game because today is the day that actually comes out. I was just playing the pre-release. Like you get a special if you pre-ordered the game, you get to play it like 3 days early.
I hate that shit. And the fact that there were thousands of people waiting despite that says a lot of how bad it's
Yes.
going to be tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Today.
Whatever.
But that being said, I very much think that this is good. Like you've probably heard people say that Shadowbringers, the last expansion, is like their favorite Final Fantasy game. Because I've heard that a lot. This is very much following it up as juggling a lot of different characters and story building that has been going on for years. Like this expansion is the finale to the arc that has been going on since the first base game. I mean, before we got Realm Reborn, like the original Final Fantasy 14. It's the culmination of all of this up until now. which is really cool to be a part of something like that. And I'm interested to see where the story goes from here. By the way, for those curious, I play a ninja. And the more that you play ninja, the more Naruto it just becomes.
Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense.
You literally have Sasuke's freaking Phoenix Flower Jutsu. And you have shadow clones. Very Naruto.
Okay.
They just added a new skill, which is basically Chidori, where it's a dashing lightning melee attack. Yeah.
I can't decide whether that's appropriate fan service or not at that point, because shouldn't we be doing bought references at this point?
Nobody cares about Bort.
I don't know, maybe the kids care about bought.
Do they?
I've never, as somebody who's taught in classrooms, I've never heard anybody say anything positive about Boruto.
They didn't add Boruto to Fortnite. Why is that a metric? Oh God, that hurts.
You said it.
I know, and I was surprised by the words that came out of my mouth.
Naruto versus Thanos, let's go.
Naruto versus Chun-Li. I think that was in the Street Fighter effect that Kenji did.
Everything is canon through Fortnite now.
It is the great connective thread.
Gosh.
You know,
I'm never going to play Fortnite.
It would be great to do, like... Well, it wouldn't be great to do. It would be really fucking stupid. But there's an impetus to want to just do a fic in Fortnite that is just you going to Fortnite and murdering everyone involved. But that's kind of the point of Fortnite, so it kind of undercuts the whole thing.
Yeah, you're just playing Fortnite at that point.
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Also, Red versus Blue is in Fortnite now. That was a thing that also happened.
Oh, it is? Huh, okay.
Oh, Rooster Teeth. I remember when Achievement Hunter made fun of that game. Like, when it was first, like, becoming the new hotness. Ugh. Just, like, how absurdly not into it everyone was. And how things change.
The allure of money.
People can enjoy what they want, but I will forever have no interest in Fortnite.
People can enjoy whatever they want. We will judge you for it on occasion.
Yeah, that's true for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So FF14, good.
Yay.
It's good. The level cap has moved up to 90, so one day we'll maybe hit level 100.
That is not a meaningful milestone beyond the arbitrary meaningfulness of the number 100.
I like the number 100.
Okay.
They added 2 new jobs, by the way, which were Reaper and Sage. Which Reaper is basically you are swinging your scythe to build up a meter so that you can summon your freaking Reaper stand to kill enemies, and then once you build up enough of that meter, then you fuse with your Reaper stand and murder. Just big murder, big dark, big edge. It's very fun. And Sage, which is a healer that uses like these like technical bits, I guess, that kind of orbit around and heal people. Yeah. Aside from the horrible wait times and other crashes and errors that have happened that prevented people from playing this game, very good experience. I would talk about it at length, but that would take up a long time.
I don't think
Oh.
either of us has the context required to enjoy that.
Yes, and that's also the thing. But that's basically been my week.
Yay! The concert story was fun.
Mm-hmm. I also did see a movie,
Yeah.
which was like, yeah, I just remembered, which was Blame, which is a 2017 animated anime movie, and it's on Netflix, and that is a gorgeous movie. It's essentially a western, taking place in a future that is it's apocalyptic in a very specific way, where humans are living in a city that continues to endlessly grow because people, through a virus that happened, lost their ability to control the machines because it was a genetic based control function or something in their like DNA, and this virus tore that out of them, and now the machines are basically running on their own, and they've recognized the humans as their invaders, and the city continues its one commandment, which is to keep on building, expanding the city. And
Interesting.
you have people who are trying to survive, and it's been like hundreds of years since they've lost that, and now they have to try to make it through to try to grab resources from this endless rundown city before its natural defenses murder them. And our main character here is endlessly wandering, looking for somebody who possesses the gene that can be used to control the machines and put a stop to all of this. And he's kind of like a Lone Ranger type of character, like, in a Western, but wandering through this endless city. And it's really cool. Just aesthetically, visually, and the story, the directions it takes. Like, interesting world building.
Okay.
So that's on Netflix, so catch that if you can. That's it for me, though.
I don't got much. Just doing the things that I do. Played a bit more Rogue Legacy 2. That was fun. Deep Rock Galactic, I think that was the name of the game, of the dwarves and the mining and the shit. Left 4 Dead, Payday, sort of thing. That's still cool. Yeah. Bit of a time investment though. So that's, is what it is. Writing has been going much better. Because people have, at least currently, stopped shitting on everything that I do. So that's a pleasant change of pace.
Were they actually doing that heavily before, or is it just like one or two comments that don't feel good?
It got pretty bad at
Oh.
parts. Okay, there we go. Bit of technical difficulties there. Ow, my ears.
What
Pain. It was yeah, people being
people
kind of
shitting on your story.
kind of shitty for a while, and I don't know what that was about. It all kind of happened at once, and then since then it has stopped, which is nice because I started a new commission, which was received with incredible and kind of overwhelming praise, which was an unexpected turn after getting shit on for so long. So that was weird, but I'm glad people liked it, I guess.
Yeah, unexpected surprise, so that's great.
Yay. Yeah, that was nice. Like, hey, you aren't a complete fuck up, and you actually know what you're doing. Yay.
I mean, all of your stories have been pretty amazing. I assume a group of people just found your work and decided to shit on it.
Oh. Yeah, so that was cool. I don't think I've done anything else worthwhile that is cool or interesting. I suck.
It's okay.
There's nothing wrong with having a slow week. It happens.
You say that like that is against the norm for me.
You must do things more interesting then. Put yourself out there. Go join a circus.
Do it for the vine.
Yeah. Do it for the vine.
Is Vine still a thing?
No,
No.
it's firmly dead, but the saying persists.
No, it's TikToks now.
Do
You
it
gotta-
for the top.
Yeah,
It doesn't
you
hit
gotta,
the same.
you gotta tick, and then you gotta talk. Let's
TikTok
do
clock,
tricks-
Mario 64, let's go.
Let's do tricks with chicks and clocks, sir.
Sir.
So that was a thing that just happened.
Please, sir, I don't like this trick, sir. My tongue isn't quick or slick, sir. I get all these ticks and clocks mixed up with these chicks and talks, sir, or something. Yeah. I know far too much of that fucking book because of stupid Amelia Watson and her damn fucking rap version. Not really rap, but still. It's a good song, though. Credit where it's due. Good job, the guy that made that.
Oh, speaking of VTubers, you see the new Hololive JP girls?
No, because I don't speak Japanese. Like,
Okay.
they exist, and they haven't existed long enough for me to have, well, for the translators to have found anything particularly interesting enough to expose them to international audiences. So I don't know or care
no
anything about them.
subtitled highlights yet.
There are. There are definitely clips. Some of them speak English fairly well.
I think one of them is supposed to be a whale, right? And that was the thing because they eat sharks, and that was the thing because Gura or something.
She's an orca, and there's this one clip that's like 10 seconds long that's living in my head.
Okay. I can't watch it because
It's
it's
just-
obvious.
She's just like, please subscribe, guys. It's stuck in my head. Won't leave.
I'm judging you for that. That's all on you. And her, because that sounds annoying as fuck, but you know, it's also
No. It's super cute.
Yeah, since I don't currently have earbuds, that would just reverberate and you guys would hear it. So I'm good.
Yeah, so we can just let it sit at judging 0 for his
That works.
terrible taste in anime
Success.
waifus.
Well, I'm sorry that you're wrong. Anyway,
So misguided.
No, but I can kind of relate to Casey. The only VTuber group I actually pay attention to currently is VShojo because like they're all English speaking mostly. I mean, Masuka's Spanish a lot, but
yeah, everybody has their own different tastes.
Yeah.
Unlike some people, I'm not going to judge you for liking something different than I do.
Yeah, you
then
will.
I think you're failing at being a human.
That's fine. I don't need to be a human anyways. They suck.
We do.
What were we doing? Right, podcast. That's it. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
we're doing
Yeah,
we're doing a podcast, and
it's
you were
your
just
week.
talking about how you had nothing to do for your week.
How I suck balls. Yep, that's right. Yep. Yeah. How you doing, Slicer? You good?
Currently yawning. There we go. Doing good. Didn't get a lot of sleep. In general, that can sum up every day of my life, but still, fair enough. I'm currently, since what was it, the end of year sale for the PlayStation Network they had? It was pretty sizable sale, so I got some games.
Oh.
And I suppose first off, the last thing I mentioned was I was playing Far Cry 6, and I beat that game.
Yeah.
And it's good, solid 7 out of 10. It didn't really stand out, but it wasn't aggressively offensive like 5 was.
So it's a Far Cry game.
Yeah, it was fun to play. I was really confused because the game gives you 3 areas you can play. Well, a 4th one eventually, but the 3 starting areas, finger quotes, you can play. And the game suggests that you start at the top of the map. So I said, fuck that, and started at the bottom, which is supposed to be the hardest area. And when you complete that area, you get like a choice. It's not really a moral choice. It's like, do you keep this moneybags dude alive, and he gives you money once you take over the country, he'll fund your operation after the fact, or do you just murder him and have the satisfaction of killing this Trump-esque figure? And that's the only moral choice in the entire game. But I was presented with it first because that was the first area I beat. So I was kind of expecting every area to have its own thing, and then you make your own ending. That was not the case. It's that was it. It stood out really weirdly. The ending is always the same.
That's
But,
a really weird inclusion.
Yeah, it was very weird. Like if it was just the first area that the game suggests you go to, it'd be like, oh, okay, so they had a design thing and then they abandoned that design shortly after. But nope, just in the last area, super weird. So yeah, no, it's a satisfying game to play. If you can find Far Cry 6 on sale, go for it. I've only one of the 3 DLC is out yet, and it seems like a roguelike where you play as Voss. And I guess you just fight waves and waves of enemies, and you get more power ups as you play, and roguelike. But
right, they were doing that thing where it's like the villains kind of thing was the DLC season pass stuff that they were advertising before the game came out. I don't know. I've gone this high. It's going higher.
Yeah. When they advertise the season pass, there's a picture of all 3 of the bad guys of the previous games. So I assume they're all themed around the villains.
Maybe they decided to finally give us the Pagan Min route. 2 games later as a DLC.
I'm down for that. I might get that. Who knows? That's $15 well spent.
Yeah.
I think that's how much the DLC is. Because the season pass was like $35, so I assume that breaks out kind of.
Fuck knows.
I don't know.
They price that shit however they want to nowadays.
Yeah, it's the season pass is rarely a savings anymore. It used to be if you got that, it was essentially on sale. But now it's usually just the combined price of all the DLC, so it's convenient to get it.
Even then, it usually wasn't actually a saving money thing because it was always like one actual real worthwhile DLC and then a bunch of fucking weapon skins or character skins or maybe a couple of music tracks, the shit you don't actually care about, but they package it into a season pass to make it seem like it has value.
Yeah. I suppose I'm referring to just the retroactive season pass purchases where it's like everything's out, but you can also buy the bundle, and yeah. So yeah, there was that. One of the games I bought during this sale was Revelations 2, which I've already beat several times, but I didn't have it for my PS4, so I got it. And I forgot how annoying parts of this game can be. So there's a mode called Countdown Mode where you start on a timer, and the game's like, hey, you got 3 minutes to beat this level, which is insane. But if you kill an enemy, you get 10 seconds, and you can find hourglasses to give you a minute. And which is fine. It's an interesting idea. But at several points in the story, your character just slows to a slow walk, and you have a conversation with your party. And the countdown keeps going while you're doing this.
Oh, that's
So
not good.
So you walk into this wide open area, and you just have to walk to the other side slowly, while your party has a meaningless conversation while the countdown is going. It's like if I could just move at normal speed or skip this conversation, I could save so much time. But I just get to stress and fret about this thing that's not happening, and it's infuriating. So I don't like that mode. Also,
is Revelations 2 the game with Beery?
Yes, Barry and Natalia in one team, and Natalia and Moira and Claire in the other one. It's a fun game. I actually really like the mechanic where you run through as Moira and Claire first, and then so you can do certain things to the map that will change the level for Barry and Natalia.
You pronounce his
name. Sorry, Beery.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know where you're getting that from, because the game never calls him that.
The first game.
Oh, fair enough. It's been a long time since I played the first one. I don't think I ever actually played the first one. I just watched my mom play it. Because, hey, she introduced me to Resident Evil. But, so I saved up a bunch of in-game money to buy the Infinite Rocket Launcher from the shop. And then this took days. And so I held off on playing the hardest difficulty while I waited to unlock this weapon, which is fine. And, it took me a lot of grinding, a long time to do it. And then I equipped the rocket launcher, and the game's like, hey, if you use this weapon, you won't get above a C rank on levels, and your in-game money will be cut in half for every level. That's fucking terrible. I hate that. Why would you punish me like that? I'm not a fan of it.
Well,
I don't like systems like that.
They have a very specific idea of how you progress, and they want the rocket launcher to be the last thing that you get, so they don't want you to actually be rewarded for getting it early. I
guess. I think I unlocked the ability to buy it because I got all the collectibles or something like that. It wasn't hard to unlock the ability to buy it. But
presumably beating professional also unlocks stuff.
Beating the hardest difficulty on and getting an S rank on it, I think unlocks infinite ammo. Which
that's probably why, because they wanted to be a mark of skill to have actually done the thing and done it properly without bullshit cheats like a rocket launcher.
Yeah. I feel like unlocking infinite ammo first would have been a better idea. Like, giving me the ability to do that.
Yeah,
because the hardest difficulty is
don't make me fuck about with it kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. The professional mode is difficult, certainly, but my issue and the main source of difficulty for me is that I run out of ammo. Like I can survive just fine. It's just I'm throwing dust at opponents eventually.
Throwing dust at opponents. I like that term.
Pockets.
That's about it. I guess it's technically bricks because Natalia can pick up bricks and you toss them at enemies, and it does a small amount of damage. But So that's been my issue as of this morning and last night when I found out that my plans for unlocking more of the game were for naught. I also watched Arcane under the suggestion of my brother, who's a retired League player. I don't know what you would call that. A person who enjoyed the game and still enjoys the characters, but hates the fucking community. So, but really good. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but you don't need to know anything about League to enjoy Arcane. Super good.
I've been hearing very good things about that, so I might actually just check that out.
I would fully recommend it. It is very good.
All I know about it is having seen a meme of how they could possibly screw up that show, which was including two characters. One of them is super goth edgelord in leather pants, and the other one is an e-girl that plays music on like amps that are powered by the souls of the damned or something.
Is she blue themed? I know that character by her visuals, but I don't know her name.
I think it was pink. I'm not sure. Like, I don't fucking know League. I don't know anything about this shit. It's so beyond me.
I don't know, but the show's been confirmed for a second season. Apparently, I haven't really looked into it, but I did see like a official video with that thumbnail. So that's cool.
I'll see if I can scroll back and find the thing. So, oh, okay. His fucking edgy edge boy is the thing. The other one. Here we go. Here's the actual meme that I saw, that I did not understand, but was later explained. And I presume it's the one on the left that is the terrible character that actually, when you describe it, it actually sounds kind of awesome, but in a really stupid way.
Trying to put that in a long form show, though, might be problematic. So, yeah, I should probably see the video explaining, like, hey, season 2 approved, because I'm curious if they're going to continue the existing story they have, or they're going to cut to a different part of the world and like do the origin story for other characters. Because the League roster is huge, and they only actually showed off the origin for 6 or 7 characters. So there's plenty more story to tell, but I'm not sure if they're going to tell the same continuation or what.
Who knows? I don't know. Think about the setting.
I don't know. It's a cool setting. I mean, I'm either way, I will definitely watch it because it's quite entertaining. So yeah, I believe that's my week. I've done some other stuff, but nothing really worth mentioning. I'm rereading Forged Destiny, so that's going well. Pretty fun story. I know everyone likes to shit on, I don't know how to pronounce his username. Cour?
Cool.
Yeah, that guy. But I enjoy his stories for the most part.
Is he branching out at all?
I couldn't tell you.
He's done a lot of Ruby and a lot of fucking John as central character.
I mean, yeah, that's. I feel like that's standard though. Like most people who write Ruby stories, it's usually John-centric stuff. At least there for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume no, he has not branched off, because why would you?
I mean, I don't know. He fucking professional writer in terms of like he does magazines and shit. I think he's a editor or something of a magazine. So this is basically hobby and a bit of extra cash for him. So do whatever he fucking wants. Who cares?
Yeah, I'm curious how his Patreon is going. I know he has one, or like at least had, because it stands out because you have to kind of garble the link on fanfiction.net because it doesn't.
It's fucking awful.
I can't believe it's still a thing.
On AO3, you are literally not allowed to mention it, and if you do, you'll get banned.
Why? That's so.
Because
stupid.
That is the big sticking point legally. If you're trying to make money from copyrighted works, then that puts the site in danger.
Oh, gotcha. It sucks, but I kind of get it.
Like, pretty much every IP rights holder just kind of pretends fanfiction doesn't exist for the most part. Because, of course, they fucking do. Like, no one wants to destroy their own fan base. That's probably not the best idea. So... yeah.
Fair enough. So yeah, that's my week.
Yeah. Hey, Zero.
Yeah.
Padoru.
Padoru.
Ow. I think I have my volume on too high. Anyway, it's December, is what I meant. Is because...
Yes.
Patreon?
Yes, and thank you very much to there's two Ryu Hitsuyas who are now giving us money.
I remember Ryu saying at one point that he lost his login details for Patreon.
Okay, so thank you to Ryu Hitsuya 21 for that $10 donation on Patreon. Thank you to Ryu Hitsuya Part 2 for that $4.20.
Okay, I don't know what he's doing, but neither of those are his original donation of $3.50. So
he upped the $3.50 to $4.20.
So, buddy, what's happening here?
Thank you to Sailor of House Thunderboard for your $1 donation. Thank you to Vale for your $10 donation. Thank you to Boy By Fresh for your $20 donation. Thank you to Greek Guy for your $1 donation. Thank you to Ethan F for your $10 donation. Thank you to Bomber BCM for that $1 donation. Thank you to the Crossbrain for that $10 donation. And thank you to Troper37, Tempest Troper, for that $10 donation. You guys are awesome. Ryu, I don't know what's happening here, but thank you.
Yeah, hey, thanks. I'm not gonna argue. Although if you're spending more money than you intend to, like they're both linked to your card, maybe cancel one. Just make sure you're not overspending.
But the same thing is I got the emails that like, oh no, Ryu is up at $10, and I got an email of like, oh no, now he's up to the $3.50 to $4.20. So, I double trouble, I guess. He has control over both of these things, somewhat.
Does he have a stand?
Anyway, thank you all for donating to us. You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. You are directly contributing to the purchase of new content. I usually use Patreon money for games, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Or gas, or you're helping me, get to work. So that's nice.
Facilitating you going to another job to do more money. Yay. You know what? That's fair enough. Making your money work for you. Whatever.
I mean, the alternative is not being able to go to work and having to call in. So, you know, I was down to $2 in my bank account at the end of last month because I ran out of money.
So, Discord, link in the description. You can join it like our new good friend Cuntish. And Patreon link also in the description if you feel like it. You know, we'd appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for listening to the podcast.
Thanks, guys.
I don't know why I'm going high again. It's coming, but it keeps happening. It's bye.